cut out for that. But the special forces, they're well trained and well equipped. So it's just that's where people when I keep talking about it, they don't understand. Like, sure, their special forces are good, but the average troop is where Russia is lacking against the U.S. Our average soldiers are much better trained and equipped than Russians are. That's for sure. Especially after seeing this. I thought that before the war even started, and after seeing this, 100%.
At the fuel station, running.
Well, Biden and Trump are both dumbasses, so I hope with neither of them. Literally, all they need the president to do is sit back and let the generals take over. Have that inner circle do it, and like, you, sir, just say what we want you to say, and just shut up. That's what you would need to do with both of them. Trump, go say something like you did something, and he'll talk tough, but he doesn't fucking know shit either. You should put me in charge. Oh, that would be fun. Oh my god, me leading the greatest military the world's ever seen. That would be fun. I would get power hungry though. I'm like, dude, we're gonna conquer some shit, dude. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna turn into Russia, but actually be good. It's like, you know what, Mexico? I'm kind of wanting some of your land just because I'm bored. It's like, that's probably not what you want. Don't put me in charge, you guys. Don't put me in charge. You know, Canada, I know we're cool, but I kind of want some of your land, bro. You looked at me wrong, bitch. Go back, please. I would like to get a hero. Oh, wait, no, we're not. We're already here. I thought we already went up forward. I'm gonna wait for you guys.
I'm a Jedi, like my father.
Yeah, I'm sure he would disagree. There's plenty of those guys. It's one of the reasons we posted the video yesterday on Twitter for those who wanted to see. Like, there's visually confirmed losses. You have the Russian side video of those units before the attack. You have the Ukrainian drone footage of after the attack of those same exact tanks with the same exact markings knocked out near Volodar. Like, that's how you confirm shit, not like just claiming shit. That's the difference between Russians' claims and Ukraine's claims. They show that shit right away. That was a huge loss. They lost so much equipment. That wasn't a probing attack. That's what he said in the video, and I agreed with it. That was a... Okay, we're just lagging up the stair. That was a full-fledged, we're going to take this town, and they got obliterated, which has got to be worrying to the Russian high command, where they're like, all right, we had all this winter off, basically, on most of the front. We're going to regroup, and we're going to go in, and we're going to fuck some shit up. And then they tried, and they got absolutely just decimated. Like, that would worry me if I'm a general. Like, dude, we just can't get momentum. Like, we keep trying, we keep sitting back waiting to improve, and it just never happens. Like, it just like, I would be getting nervous if I was a general. Like, there's nothing I could do. Like, I can't work miracles here.
You know me. You know your odds.
But again, they will take Volodar, or not Volodar, they'll take Bakhmut at some point, and then they'll praise it like it's some major victory, which it's not, but that's what they'll do, because they literally don't have any positive stuff to look on. So they'll spin that as in the most positive way they can. That's really all Russia can do at this point. And they'll conveniently not tell you how many lives were lost of theirs just spamming in there. Maybe a drone move in charge if they could.
Can't let you.
I'm stuck in a bush. Oh, really? I'm stuck in a bush. All right, well, let's go this way then. Oh, Luke, don't get. I'm set. Oh, I've been walking this game. Oh, Sarah. Where'd my music go? No. Yeah, that's a really bad loss when you consider all the infantry they had next to it. Like, even in those the footage I showed you, it's he has to blur it out because of YouTube. but you could see the piles of body next to the tanks. So they did send in the infantry with the tanks. I mean, as you should, you know. That is mechanized warfare for what the Russians are trying to do, and they just got wiped. That was the crazy part. You see the BMP that has all the writings with Dracula on it and shit like that, and those troops standing there. And it's like literally like minutes after that, when the attack started, those guys all got annihilated. They were just piled up on that tank. And the way they were piled up, it looks like they got hit quick because they didn't. It didn't look like they had set up much of a. Like, how do I explain it? Like, some of them looked like they dismounted. Maybe the guys that were dead on top of the BMP were the crew trying to escape. But it didn't really look like they were as ready for a fight as you would think. Especially knowing you're going in for this big offensive. They look like they got wiped pretty quick. So I don't know if they had bad intelligence thinking it was a weak spot in the line and Ukraine's just laughing like, haha, come at me, bro, and just wiped them out, but...
Last chance.
I appreciate it, James. I didn't hear the last one. Hold on, let me open it up.
Don't get sloppy, okay?
I'm good. Benji's long since dead, though. He died the beginning of, what, last year, I think? A long time. He's not in pain anymore.
Over here.
Oh, I didn't even notice I left my hand. To pay attention. Now I'm living in the Philippines. I'm assuming if you didn't know Benji's dead, you didn't know I'm living in the Philippines. So. Yeah, I still trust Thrawn more than Tarkin, though, honestly. He's good at understanding his enemy, and that alone would have helped Russia big time if he had started the invasion, because he wouldn't have fallen into the trap and go in. He'd have been like, yo, you guys fucking suck, we're not going in yet. Like, so that would already change it completely. He would have actually studied the Ukrainians and been like, yo, I don't care what my fucking KGB dudes are telling me. Oh, they're not KGB now, they're FSB, excuse me. Their spies are telling me. They're like, these guys are gonna fucking fight. They're not gonna just roll over. Like, apparently they were told beforehand. You would think Putin, the all-time genius they always praise, would have known that, but apparently not. I appreciate it. To be honest, I haven't even noticed because I don't even know what's going on in the game, so. And like, that was just the visually confirmed losses on that attack. So it's probably actually even higher, and that was just, from what it looked like, was 1 day's worth of attack. So they're probably, as far as we could tell, they were actually attacking for multiple days. They still haven't taken it, but the losses have got to be just fucking really high over there right now. And that is worrying from the Russian side of things, because that's one of the areas Ukraine's offensive is probably going to come. So if all of these troops keep getting taken out, that means you're going to have to weaken the other line somewhere, because you're going to need to restock this area with troops, because an offensive is most likely going to be coming here. So losing a bunch of troops there hurts the whole line, honestly, for Russia. Like, that loss is much more significant than I think people want to make it out to be. And it wasn't just that they lost the troops, which they have plenty of. They lost a lot of the equipment and some of the better tanks they had too. So it's like that's actually a pretty bad loss. Thoughts on a lightning offensive to take back Crimea? I don't think it'll be a lightning offensive. The first step they gotta take, they gotta break the land bridge. They gotta push down, basically what we were just talking about. They gotta push down from I can't pronounce this right, but Zaporizhia, push down, get to the ocean. Basically, you're gonna have to take Melitopol, I don't know about Mariupol. They might want to go for the symbolic win. But you're gonna push down there in a 2 or 3 prong attack. You're gonna want to, once you take it, you're gonna have to hold it. That'll be the tricky part for the Ukrainians. Kind of an awkward line to try to hold. But if they can do that, consolidate their forces, then they can move on Crimea. But basically, after they cut the land bridge, you're going to want to hurt them logistically, like they did in Kherson. So once they take the land bridge and split that, the only way to supply Crimea would be by the bridge that we've already seen is very poorly constructed because the bomb going off literally just
Pretty good.
disassembled it like a Lego set. They built it back up quick, but if you keep hitting it, it's not going to matter. That bridge will fall. It's not like the bridge in Kherson. And once they do that, if they get some anti-ship stuff, they take that bridge out, they take out the ship supplying it, those troops in Crimea are going to be incredibly hard to resupply. And that's when, after you bleed them a little bit and just let the supplies dwindle, that's when you would go in. Especially if the Ukrainians get more longer range missiles, they could take out all the supply points inside Crimea, like they did with HIMARS and the other areas. So I don't think it would be a lightning take back. That would be pretty fucking hard. And I would pretty much say, I don't want to say impossible, but it's not happening. It's not going to be easy taking back Crimea, but there is a way to do it. But it's going to be a while, though.
That's our girl. She's ready to assault the other compound. All soldiers prepare to attack. The stormtroopers will stall us while their superiors escape. We'll have to hit fast. Take the base. For the end of the Empire.
And again, this attack in that same area in Zaporizhia and Russia losing all those troops, that hurts that whole unit now is gone basically, and they have to replenish it from somewhere. And again, Russia seems like they want to keep doing offensives, and if they keep going that poorly, they're going to be running out of equipment really fucking fast. No, Matt, I can't, because you want to know my favorite hero, so go watch another YouTuber. I don't give a fuck.
Now that fresh carbon
Boring ass shit. Especially me to just talk about Battlefront when we play this game for like 80,000 hours. Get the fuck out of here. What's your favorite hero? I don't like hearing about real world stuff. It makes me scared.
Give me cover.
Show me that.
Stay away from these people.
But to the people saying taking back Crimea is impossible, that they're also wrong. Like, it's possible, but it is not easy. But the more we keep seeing the Russian military fail, the more and more likely it is. It's like they just fail at so many different things. And I don't think it'll happen like the Kharkiv offensive did, where when that happened, it took everybody by surprise and completely routed the Russian troops. That was not a retreat, that was a rout. Those guys were running for the fucking hills, basically. A lot of those dudes near the Russian border just ran into Russia because they knew the Ukrainians weren't going to attack into Russia. They were just getting the fuck out of the way. Like, they were like, dude, no thank you. I don't think that'll happen down here because it's kind of obvious it's going to happen at some point. But if that were to happen, I mean, there's really nowhere for them to retreat. That's the hard part for them, especially if you cut the bridge. There's really nowhere for them to retreat, so it kind of forces you to want to fight. Like, so I don't see them routing like that there. But and plus, then you have to factor in, like we talked about yesterday, even though it's not Russia, Russia claims that Crimea is Russia and that they would use nukes for it. And again, the more Russia does bad, the only thing they have left to talk about is nukes. That's the only advantage they have. So you could see a nuke get used, especially if they start doing bad. Like if Ukraine's just steamrolling through them, they might, just because they don't have anything else. And then they'll try to spin it like he's tough or something, like this is what happens when you fuck with us. I go, they're literally fucking raping you. They're not fucking with you, they're raping you. So you have to use a nuke. Like,